25-year-old man was chased and hacked to death by a gang in Kottuppuram. Body moved to the government hospital for post-mortem.
My camera person could just move forward, and if you could zoom in a bit, you can clearly see the scene of crime. The blood stains are still visible at the scene of crime.
Tamil Nadu government to reinstate 13,000 public welfare workers who had been sacked by Jayalalitha last year. Bank of Baroda in Thoripakam suffers a loss of 23 lakhs cash after 4 robbers hit the spot. High Court asks CMDA to file a report on why shops in Tinagar remained sealed on October 30th. Report to be submitted on 31st Jan. Supreme Court stays the DVAC probe on TNPSC members. It has also stayed the Tamil Nadu government order regarding the probe. Producers Council sticks to its stand, says there will be no pay scale revision. Film technicians to respond tomorrow. A very good evening. You're watching Headlines now with me, Kalisaik Mukherjee. A lot of big stories coming up in the next half an hour, but first a look at the national headlines. Maharashtra ATS claims breakthrough in last year's Mumbai serial blast case with 2 arrests of 2 accused. Mastermind Yasin Bhatkal still on the run. He accused in the multi-crore rural health mission scam, Sunil Verma shoots himself to death. Suicide note says that he was upset by the CBI raid as he was innocent. Mayawati tells NDTV the whole scam is a political conspiracy. BJP chief Nitin Gadkari backs Modi as BJP's prime ministerial candidate, says he has the potential to be the prime minister. A huge relief to the state welfare workers. Madras High Court today struck down the Tamil Nadu government's order sacking the 13,000 odd appointed during the previous DMK regime and ordered their reinstatement. The petitions against the government order were filed by the Tamil Nadu People Welfare Workers Development Association and the Dindigul District People Welfare Workers Development Association. Quashing the GO, Justice K. Sugana also directed the government to restore all the benefits extended to them. The AIA-DMK government, headed by Chief Minister J. Jayalalitha, sacked them in one go on November 8th last year.
See, the Makkalnala Paniyalas who were removed from service, or rather disbanded based on disbandment of post, came to be challenged by us. That GO has been quashed today, and the judge has said quashing the GO, they should be extended with all benefits. GO dated 8/11/2010 has been quashed in its entirety, and judge has directed to extend all benefits. Court felt that the disbandment was not necessary, or rather it was felt unnecessary. Unnecessarily, they have chosen to disband the post, despite there being availability of work for these persons. Resorting to disbandment of post and removing them is wrong. That is the main reasoning given by the court. Though the judgment runs to about 62 pages, we are yet to go through the judgment in its entirety. The ultimate, we call it as operative portion. Operative portion says that the GO is quashed and the benefits are to be extended in toto for the persons.
A 25-year-old man was chased and hacked to death by a gang in Kottuppuram. The body has been moved to the government hospital for post-mortem. Our crime correspondent Salim joins us with more info.
A 28-year-old man was hacked to death in Kottuppuram area. Sources from the police department say that the man was chased by a gang and was hacked to death. If my camera person could just move forward, and if you could zoom in a bit, you can clearly see the scene of crime. The blood stains are still visible at the scene of crime. Sources from the police department say that the man was fighting for his life and he was rushed to the Roypeta government hospital with the help of the 108 ambulance service, but he succumbed to the injuries. As far as the sources from the police department are concerned, they say that they are finding it difficult to find witnesses in this case because the people are not willing to part with the information. They are not providing any information, and the police sources say that the deceased is not from Kottuppuram area and a detailed probe is on.
Well, the crime rate in Chennai refuses to slow down, as in another incident today, 4 robbers entered the Bank of Baroda on the OMR road near Perungudi and decamped with 23 lakh rupees. The police say that they are clueless as there was no CCTV. Our crime correspondent Salim has more on this.
The bank robbery was reported at around 1:45 this afternoon. Senior police officials are at the spot. They are conducting investigation. As far as the city police are concerned, the police very clearly say that at around 1:45 this afternoon, 4 robbers entered the bank. You can clearly see that the Bank of Baroda is located at the first floor. 4 robbers allegedly entered the bank, and in fact they threatened the cashier at gunpoint. In fact, sources from the bank do tell us that they were holding 2 guns, but the police say whether they were original guns, whether they are pistol, revolver or the toy guns, nobody knows. Only investigation will reveal. Now the question is, there is no CCTV inside the bank. Secondly, the banker didn't use the burglar alarm. Thirdly, the bank doesn't have a security guard. They have a security guard to guard the ATM center alone. Now the police say this is difficult for them to carry on with the investigation because the bank have not followed the basic norms, installing CCTV cameras, they didn't use the burglary alarm, and now the police say that they are conducting investigation to nab the offenders.
ஒரு ஆள் 2 பேர் வச்சிருந்தா சொல்றாங்க, இன்னும் விசாரணை பண்ணிட்டு இல்லை பிஸ்டலா ரிவால்வரான்றது தெரியல. அதான் அவங்க வந்து இப்போ இருக்கிறவங்க இப்போ நம்ம அவங்க சொல்கிறது கையில் துப்பாக்கி வச்சுருந்தாங்கன்னு தான் சொல்கிறாங்களோ இல்லையா, அது ரிவால்வரா பிஸ்டலா டாயா என்னன்றது தெரியல. அதில் ஒன்றுமே இல்லை, நோபடி இஸ் இன்ஜூர்டு, வேறு ஒன்றுமே இல்லை, நோபடி இஸ் இன்ஜூர்ட், நத்திங் சார். பர்க்லர் அலாம்லாம் எதுவும் பர்க்லர் அலாம் இருக்குது, பட் அவங்க தேவ் நாட் ஆப்ரேட்டட் தி பர்க்லர் அலாம்.
On October 31st, the Chennai Corporation and the Chennai Metropolitan Development Authority had sealed 27 buildings housing establishments such as Sarvana stores and Ratna stores. The reason was that they blatantly violated building regulation codes, including on parking space and setback norms. Today, the Madras High Court asked the Chennai Metropolitan Development Authority to file a detailed report on the violations, notices issued and the steps taken for rectification.
As per the Supreme Court direction, Madras High Court has taken the issue on 23rd as listed, and nearly 12 applications were there. Commonly, the Honorable Chief Judge with more consciously given a report saying that CMDA should give a proper detail to all the petitioners, what are the violations, when they are issued notice, why they are not rectified their violations, and the full report should be given each petitions before 31st, and we will pass the orders little later.
And in a related development, the Supreme Court has stayed the Directorate of Vigilance and Anti-Corruption's probe on TNPSC members. It has also stayed the TN government's government order regarding the probe and has demanded the reasons for the probe. Case had been registered against them under Prevention of Corruption Act 1988 and various IPC sections last year, and they are facing charges including criminal misconduct by obtaining pecuniary advantage and abuse of official position. Earlier, in the fourth of its statewide crackdown, DVSC officials had swooped down on candidates who allegedly paid money and were suspected to have got favors. Raids were conducted at the premises of 73 candidates. More news to follow. Stay tuned after a short break.